I tried to fucking record this like 4 hours ago. Hello, and welcome to Brendan's Car Talk. I'll put all the lights on. Brendan's Car Talk for Monday, January 24th. Yeah, it's the 22nd today. I'm recording this Saturday night. I'm actually in my driveway. This episode, this installment, I wouldn't really say episode because it's not episodic, it's just installments. I'm leaned back real far, so maybe if I lean forward. I don't know. Which, by the way, I'm focused on like the video, but if you're on Patreon, you get this as an audio podcast also. So listen to that. Which, by the way, if you're not a patron, you can actually go to patreon.com/BrendanC and listen to the audio there 3 days after it's posted. You can't get an RSS feed, but you can still listen to the audio. And this is very much a audio-driven podcast. So, like, you don't need to watch the video. It's crazy. I was talking to Shane Saber the other day I'm not a video podcast guy. I listen to them while I'm at work. So, but today I'm going to talk about fix bad habits before you create new habits. Because you need to replace them. And, yeah, if you don't really have any bad habits, like, if you're trying to work out to get in better shape, like, if you're already, like, if you're skinny or you don't eat fast food, you don't overindulge, shit like that, you don't really need to break those bad habits. You just need to create new habits. But if you're trying to lose weight instead of, like, gaining muscle or whatever, or working out more, there are bad habits. And I think, like, if you are trying to create new habits, you do acknowledge or you're taking some responsibility that you do have bad habits because you want to fix them. But before we get to that, as always, a Patreon perk for the meal tier and higher, you get a shout out on all my podcasts and videos I do. So thank you very much for the support. Gimpy, Tommy Richardson, Uncle Bobby B, Morgan, and Mama Thomas, Rob Arbick, and Brian Watson. Thank you so much for the support. It truly means a lot. So I'm actually going to do a supplement podcast. I've never done that before. But talking about, like, my bad habits and the stuff, because it's fucked. There is things that you try to fix or you think you're broken, and, like, it's not your fault. It was the environment or a teacher or, unfortunately, parents and loved ones, relationships that made you feel worthless or you weren't worth anything. Like, that's what fucking sucks, is, like, if you are born and you need, like, your leg amputated, that's no one's fault. That is just shit luck. But that's an obstacle that someone didn't put in front of you. But if someone fucking shoots you in the leg or cuts off your leg, fuck that person. That's their fault. I'm sorry I'm swearing a lot. I'm trying to, like, not be as sweary. But, there's always stuff that you could do. So, like, we were talking about, like, 100-day challenges and creating new habits and such. But before that, just sip of my coffee. Which, by the way, if you're in Canada, A&W coffee is $1 until March 15th. You're welcome. So, if you're not happy or satisfied, maybe satisfied is a better word, because you can be happy and not satisfied. If you're not satisfied and you want to change something or you want to better yourself and just do something different, you're going to have to do different things. So you think, I need new habits. I need a new sleep schedule. I thought someone was fucking coming up to my door. It scared the shit out of me. What's it called? You need new habits. You need to do something new. You need to buy something new. You need to work out more. You need a new schedule, a new regimen, new everything. But, like, before you do that, which it's totally easy to think about what you have to do and what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. I just saw, like, someone tweeted out, don't think of the obstacle, think of the outcome. Solid advice. So, like, weight loss, yeah. Eat less fast food, go work out, drink more water, etc., etc., etc. But if you already drink water, like, how are you going to fix that? So, like, once again, the supplement the supplement podcast I'm going to do, I'm just going to be open and bare. I'm going to say the things I want to improve on, the things I want to get better at, and every day is another opportunity to get better. 150,000 people die every day. Not because of COVID, just because of life. Old people die, young people die, everyone dies. Everyone gets cancer, everyone does whatever. So, 150,000 every day. That's the average. So, like, bad habits and such, like, and whatever you want to accomplish, you know that if you're not doing it already, there's something you need to do. And if it's work harder, if it's production quality being better of something, like, it's so fucking cool that in 2022, you can accomplish and pursue any career or whatever. And it has nothing to do with a contract. If you're a wrestler, you can make a full-time income on the indies. If you're a content creator, you don't need to be on television. You can have a YouTube page. If you're a podcaster, you can do podcasts and live shows. You don't need to be on the radio. Like, it's so fucking cool. Like, it's dope. But with more opportunities means a more crowded pool you're swimming in. There is and isn't enough. Not everyone can be a billionaire. There can be a lot of millionaires and then thousandaires. And I've said this before. Like, my goal is always $45,000 a year doing whatever I love, because I read an article once that said that's the poverty line. So, but yeah, you have to bet on yourself and you have to work on yourself, and it's so fucking easy. It's so easy to fall in the trap of blaming other people. Oh, this doctor wants me to work out more, but I can't because of this. This person wants me to do better for this. And you have to think of the outcome, not the obstacle. If a doctor's telling you need to work out more because you have I guess diabetes would make sense, but like, if you have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, and if you work out better, you can get better. Yeah. If you're depressed and you're sad because of trauma and experience, there's therapists. You can find help. And that's also the thing. Find help. Find support systems. And it sucks. There's so much fucking heartbreak. There's so many people that you hope are on your team that want you to succeed. And you want them to succeed, but like, they're not working hard enough, and they're not standing up for themselves, or they're not asking for their proper fucking worth. There's so much that people do in spite of themselves. Despite what anyone wants to accomplish, if they're not accomplishing it, that means there's something they can work on. Once again, my experience is in professional wrestling. I can see podcasters, and I know like a lot of people don't make money podcasting. They make money from live shows and merch and Patreon, etc. Wrestling's the same thing. A lot of people's booking fees aren't that great, but it's to set up selling merch, other ways of income and shit like that. And then that's where it comes down to balancing of your expenses. Maybe you don't need that brand new car. Maybe you just need a beater for a little bit. There was a photo I saw that sometimes peace and independence starts like this. And it's just like a mattress on the floor, a TV, and like a video game console. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm in that mode right now. I was planning on moving. That move doesn't seem like it's happening. So I can either compromise and just go out my own, or take that somewhere else, push that move 6 months back, and be better. One step backwards, 2 steps forward. You're still one step ahead. I was listening to a podcast this week. One of my favorite podcasts. It's called Before Breakfast with Laura Vanderkam. It's like 5 to 8 minutes, Monday to Friday. And like 4 of those minutes are ads, 2 minutes at the beginning, 2 minutes at the end. So you need to skip through it. It's like 3 minutes a day. Super great advice. Not all the advice is, what would I say? Not all the advice pertains to me. I'm a 30-year-old the white dude doesn't matter, but I'm a 30-year-old dude with no kids. I'm not married. So I don't need to do this work-life balance and babysitters and shit. But it's nice to know, because I can break it down of how can I use this in my life. And she put up an episode this week on Thursday. All but done isn't done. Don't stop before the last step. So when you get rejected from a job opportunity or for anything, ask for criticism. Criticism fucking sucks. It hurts. But if you want to be better than you are today, you need criticism. You need to hear those critics. You need to understand it. Because remember, not the obstacle. It's the outcome. You have to figure out what your bad habits are. If you have bad hygiene, maybe that's why people don't want you around them. If you have a bad personality, and by bad personality, I just mean I'm a big proponent of just be transparent and be vulnerable, be honest. Hopefully you're in a safe enough space or environment that you can be vulnerable and honest to the right people, but be transparent. Don't pretend to be a nice person on social media and then just be a dick to everyone. Doesn't matter what you post. Your actions speak louder than that, and you're a dick. Like, I have way more respect for someone being an outright asshole than someone just being nice. Because I know where they stand, and if I want to stand next to them. The worst is standing next to people and standing up for people who end up and turn out to be douchebags just because you don't know the full story. You're not with them 24 hours a day. You don't know all their victims. So those are just some musings right now of like, fix bad habits. Find your bad habits. Maybe it takes you 19 alarms to get up and you call into work, or you don't wake up or work out when you wake up, or you don't read enough but you want to read. There's all these little things. Like I talked about like the 100-day challenge and shit. Like, don't make like unattainable goals, but yeah, you have to go with the shots. Like for instance, for me, content creation. I'm gonna be starting doing Twitch a lot in April. That's now I'll put it on the universe. I believe the kids now call it manifesting, but I just knew it as say it out in the universe. Hold yourself accountable, shit like that. All the other car talks. But for instance, my YouTube's growing. That's cool. I gain like 1 or 2 followers every week, like subscribers. That's sweet. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe down below. I get like less than 20 views each video, but like I've been doing a car talk every week on YouTube for the past 2 months. I did not publicly post an episode, one of them, but I ended up putting it and it's around 9-8 views, whatever. But like everything's around 15-20 views. That's cool. I have other videos I need to edit and shit, and it's prioritizing. I have podcasts I need to edit and release. I think there's like 30 of them. I feel so bad for those people. But like, just put it out there. Whatever. I don't worry about the fucking opinions of people. Just put it out in the universe. Like, if it's shit, it's shit. I don't get that many podcast downloads. I get around 100, 150. So, like, if I gave you guys all this podcast, like, you're not going to listen to all of them. You also have your own lives and your own things. So if I put up a 3-hour podcast, it's going to be too long for you guys. And that's being considerate. That's the word. Being considerate of other people. Being considerate about other people's opinions. Just because something doesn't work out for you or in your favor doesn't mean that people are fucking you over or people are competing with you. Because that's what sucks too. There is a bunch of competition. You can collaborate with a bunch of people, but at the end of the day, there's only so many dollars to go around. But if you think everyone's your competition because they do the same thing, you're not going to grow. Focus on your own stuff, stay in your own lane, but notice what other people are doing. So this is a different thing that I got sent by Jimmy, my buddy. Artists trying to be their own curator, press and marketing team, administrator, technician, studio manager, art handler, social media manager, web designer, application writer, archivist, and photographer who documents the work all at once. Fuck. That's why it's so hard, and like especially when you're a fan. Like I'm at about 20 patrons. Thank you so much. I hate the fact that before the Patreon, because some of you guys I consider you guys friends, but I have legit friends on there that I feel bad for, and I tell them, why are you subscribed? And they just want to support me, and it's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But like I feel guilty. I don't know. That's how my brain's wired. I think I have no worth. I think I have low self-esteem, shit like that. And it's something I deal with on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. It's just finding what can I fix? How can I fix it? And if I can't fix it, how can I get over it? How can I put a bandage on it? So easy to look at everything wrong that's gone against me in my life. That's easy for everyone. But once again, if it's easy, it's probably not the right thing. So when you're wondering why you're not where you are, like, oh man, why am I not dating anyone? Are you on any dating apps? Are you asking anybody out? That's why you're not dating. Why am I not getting promoted at a job? Why am I not getting paid more? There's a thing called a wage range, range. And that's like, oh, if your job position, you start there, but like making raises every year or whatever, you can make between 50 to 75,000, but you're only making 55,000. Ask your boss, what's the wage range? Ask your boss, what can I do to be promoted? Can I be given more responsibilities? If you don't ask, you're not going to receive anything. And that goes from criticism, anything. If you don't shovel your driveway is going to have snow on it. And then eventually it'll melt and you'll have ice. And then you'll slip and you'll break your head. So I'll talk to you all soon. This is a little longer. I appreciate all of your support as always. You can follow me at Holden Pro, at Brendan C on things. This is Brendan Podcast. All the links are down below. But most importantly, join the Patreon. It's a great fun time. I've caught up on some of the merch orders. Bobby got his stuff. Justin Zane got his stuff. Still waiting to ship out the others. Still waiting for some 8x10s. It's a mixed bag. But patreon.com/BrendanC, BRENDONE, the letter C. Once again, all links are down below, as always. And I truly appreciate each and every one of your fucking support. Just watching this video, subscribing, pressing the like button, anything. I appreciate it so fucking much. Have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good night. Just have fun. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I truly appreciate you. And I'm grateful to be along with you on your journey of happiness. Have a good one, everyone. Stay safe.